Was I really muted this whole time? Apparently. I got it, Greg. I got it. Hey, y'all got some nice quiet time to reflect on the greatness that is me building this, so hush it. Alright, so this is my alloy smelter setup. I'm making bronze with it at the moment. So, wait a minute. Did the zinc not go? Why is it pouring just copper? It shouldn't be pouring anything. Oh, damn it. See, I didn't know that was on automatic. I didn't want it on automatic. I want it on manual. See, you should always check that shit. Where the hell is my monkey wrench? Seriously, what the hell did I do with my damn monkey wrench? Greg, ain't you, like, doing your own plan? I'm going to set this to off. There we go. That's at 1920. Zinc will boil at 11. So I need to throw the copper in first. So that in there. There we go. Now we can throw that in. Alright. Now we'll light it back up. Now it won't automatically pour it. So it should work. By the way, Blade Runner, hi. I said hi to you earlier, but apparently since I'm a dork and didn't check my mic, you didn't hear me. Yeah, Gordy's here. Come on, switch to grass. There we go. Grass always worries me. Because as far as I know, the rule here is that it's supposed to merge at the lower temperature. For some reason, brass doesn't go until it technically should, the zinc should boil. Do 3 batches this time. This thing works pretty nice on here. I kind of like having the hopper in there. This ain't the same way I did it on the other one. It works pretty nice. And I should be able to actually make this automatic if I wanted to. Just put the thing on here that checks the item thing that we have on here. Should be able to put that on here. And whenever it's empty, it sends redstone up these. And set that to pull out the redstone and set the front one to what I want it on. But I think I'm going to leave it manual. There's too many different alloys that I'd have to set things to. This way I can just pull it myself. And this way I can still have my bathing pot for zinc on the side there. There we go. Put that thing back. And let's see. This one gets done, I'm going to go grab the stuff to make the electrum for the black steel. So I'm going to make blue steel. It's got better durability than the vanadium steel I've been making. It's only level 2 instead of level 3, but it's got twice the durability. And right now I'm just mainly doing tunneling, so I need the extra durability. And I didn't make it before because I didn't have a lot of copper. So I gotta make rose gold. Now, hold on. Let me get this brass out of here in a sec. There we go. All that brass. And 2, 3. Making a whole stack of brass just so I have enough. And I'm gonna do, I don't think I need silver for anything else, so let's just go ahead and do a whole stack of electrum too. And then I'm gonna need steel and rose gold. Damn it. The right damn thing here. I'm still trying to find my damn niobium tantalum vein. That thing is a pain in the ass to find. Alright, so 4 gold to a copper for rose gold. Alright. That'll be the next one I work on once I get this done. His voice will be there in 14 and a half hours. He might be early, but his voice ain't. That's my alloy combiner. This is what I just built. And the nice thing about it is all the dispensers come from recycled bows from ones that skeletons have dropped. I always save all the bows that I get dropped and combine them together, and then I can recycle them into dispensers. Basically, I have 8 chambers for 8 different materials. So for right now, I'm only using the top ring, and I put, whatever the ratio is. This was brass, so it's 1 zinc and 3 copper. And then when I hit the button, it drops exactly what I need to make the brass right in the crucible for me. And I can do red alloy, and you can make this bigger too. It doesn't have to be just 2 rings. You can make it 3, 4. You can do just about any alloy you want in this. Ah, did that just throw 2 of them into me? It did. Apparently I was too close. Alright, I'm gonna have to put blocks there. I think I tried this with droppers and I didn't like it as well. I don't remember. Let's fix this. There, now I can't get in there where it's gonna give them to me. And I technically could even make panels to make it look better. Make some brick panels. Where's them? Here we go. I can make brick ones like this. Where are we at on temperature? Just put these on here like this. Let's see, I technically don't need this, so I can just stand here. Put this back here just in case. And like I was saying, I can actually automate this if I want to. You would technically need to set it or make a separate one for each one. But you could set this redstone to pour, or this thermometer to pour when it needs to be poured. I would use an in-bar burning box though if I was trying to do it automated so the temperature wouldn't go up so fast. But like with this, I need to pour it at like 1140-ish. And it's not 1140 or 1040. I think it's 1140-ish. 1160. So I'd set this to 1160 to tell this to pour it, then put the item thing over here that I was trying to use on the other one. And I already have the back one set to shut off. There we go. So I already have that one for my automatic shut off back there. And then just have the sensor go to the redstone and it would automatically, whenever the crucible's empty, put more in. But that can be dangerous with brass because zinc dies so, or boils so low. If you put that in, you got to be careful when it goes in because zinc has a really low boiling point. It boils at 1180, so you've got to get it in there pretty quickly, or hope like hell the copper drops first. Now with like Electrum and shit, not a big deal. Yay, the server saved the world. I didn't even know the server was in trouble, or the world was in trouble. Damn it, I gotta stop this yawning and shit. I should not be tired. I slept most of the day. And trust me, Greg, my bow recycling box was getting full. I needed to use dispensers. I don't remember why I didn't use droppers before. I swear I tried them once and I didn't like them. Maybe it was just I had dispensers so I used them. I don't know. And it's alright. It's not as stiff as I was this morning. I've gotten some sleep. Come on. See, I'm amazed that that zinc has not hit once yet. Because if any of that zinc has hit there, it would have boiled. It's got to be that the copper is going in at the exact same time, which is saving it from going. This should be the last batch. Alright, so now we're going to put gold in that one, silver in that one, and we'll make electrum next time. Yeah, I had one of these on my on the Thylacraft server. They're really nice. Eventually it'll get replaced and a dual mixer or dual smelter mixer will take its place. Hey, Supercoder. How's it going? Shouldn't you be working on a GT Community Edition thing for 112? Hey, Space Engineer. I'm alright. I'm still alive, so I can't complain. If I did complain, nobody cared to hear me. Anyways, so just better off this way. Yeah, it's Sunday. I do weird things on Sunday. Can't figure out progress bars. What the hell do you need a progress bar for? I thought you were working on cables. Get this out of here. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second function take. 7, 8. 8 batches at a time. Alright, so there's our stack of brass. Now we need to get rose gold. And I said that was 4 gold to 1 copper. So do how much do I want to do? Let's see. It's 32 gold. That would be 8 per stack. So that'd be 8 copper. So that'd be 4 to 1. Alright, that'll work. It's not quite a stack, but it's good enough. That'll make me a lot. We'll get that one done after the electrum, and then we'll work on the black steel. Listening to my buttery smooth voice as I fix it. I don't think I've ever heard my voice be described as buttery smooth, but okay. Cables are being handled by other people. Struggling to make gas for gas turbines in Fire in the Pipe. Watching your Bears Den GT5 series. You made methane sound like the only choice. Not really. Depends on what you have available. It is the best choice in my opinion. The version that you're playing with Fire in the Pipe, the GT5U it has, does it have the way of making plants into methane? No, I did not find my vein yet, crazy. I still can't find the damn thing. They're way too damn rare. Because if you can use plants, you can basically set up some kind of harvesting system. Whether it be a vanilla harvesting system, which I still need to look and see if there's a planter way of planting things in vanilla. I know a vanilla way of harvesting crops. There is a completely automated way with vanilla that you wouldn't need one of those IC2 expensive ass harvesters to get pumpkins or melons, and you can, at least in the older and should be in the newer, if you're not in that one where they took out crops for making methane, you should be able to do that. You can just use a piston to break the melon, put a hopper underneath the crop, and it'll catch it, and then centrifuge the melons or the pumpkins, make methane that way. I like setting up different turbines, but you're probably trying to do the big turbine. Oh yeah, that's another good way of doing it. I use a tree farm. I use a tree farm for rubber wood, and that gives you plant balls. It gives you some methane. It also gives you carbon, which in GT5U you need lots of carbon, and they've taken out most of the easy ways of getting it. Plus, there's other things you can get out of the fermented biomass that you'll need for other things if you use the distillation tower. And also, if you look into it, most of the things you get out of oil that you don't need can be turned into methane. You just have to centrifuge them or crack them and distill them. So all of your byproducts that you're not using, you can break down to methane, I do believe, and use that too. Hell, if it comes down to it, I don't know if it's viable power-wise, but you probably have or should have a water electrolyzing, maybe a salt plus water to make salt water electrolyzing, but you should have hydrogen from that if you're doing the regular water to get oxygen and hydrogen. You could always take the carbon that you get from the tree farm, mix it with the hydrogen, and make methane that way too, if that hasn't been removed. How the hell am I quiet? I've got a bunch of boost on this thing. I can try something. Hold on. I'm trying to keep that nasty ass robotic tinging shit out of here. I can try to do this. Is that any better? Let's go a little bit more. So for some reason, y'all think I need to have this so it comes out completely at the top. Actually, I think that's getting quieter. Go this way? No, that's definitely quieter. So we'll go this way. Alright, that looks like it's going to be a lot. Let's go here. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was going to be a gain or not. You'd have to do the math and check it out. Let me know if I need to change the noise suppression to take out some shit. Using this new OBS that I'm trying to use, it doesn't allow my normal suppression things to work. Six, seven. Why is that not full? Must have missed a bump. So can you guys hear me better? Oh, you're an early electric right now and you're trying to do that? Use biogas. As much as I hate that shit, use biogas. Early game, I don't use gas, I use steam. But if you're full on wanting gas over steam, use biogas. Now my voice is normal loudness. Alright. Does it have that nasty tinging shit afterward? And that biogas shit can be made in a, yeah, that thing. Pyrolyse oven. And if you're in early electrical age, you should be able to make a pyrolyse somewhat soon. Why is there one up there? You see that? There's fucking dust up there. What the fuck happened? This is why I need a modded fucking thing. That definitely should not happen. I'm guessing that being a silver, it didn't go in. So let's put it in. Yeah, that's what I was missing. So, oh, I've never had that happen in my other one. I wonder if I put blocks up there if it'll stop it. Let's see. Pyrolyse does not require can thaw anymore as long as he's in a newer, within the last few updates. Do this. Maybe that'll help. Let me put a torch up here though. I'm gonna end up with shit spawning on top of these. That'll work. Go in there too. I don't know how the hell that happened. I never had that happen on Thylacraft. It's kind of weird. You seriously missed that one spot that could prevent items from going out. You talking in the center? Do I need to put one in the center? There. That better, Greg? I won't break these damn boots yet. Let's see. Okay, thank you. Biogas will work. It'll work in the gas turbine. That's what I'm using for remote power out at my oil drilling rig. And you can get it from plant balls as well before you get a distillation tower. You can do it. Go watch Impotech. We were making nitric oxide or nitric acid. Give me a minute. I might be able to find you a link to it. Don't bother trying to teach Bear to either talk or spell. Wait a minute, are you talking about chalcopyrite? Are y'all bitching about the way I say that again? People love the way I say chalcopyrite. Or chocopyrite, or chocolate bacon bits, or whatever the hell you want to call that shit. That's a nice thing to say to Greg. Love your mom. Nice, nice typo. Let's see if I can find that damn video. Because we actually made a way of making biogas that way. There's plant balls, distiller, fermenter. Dun, dun, dun. Where the hell is it? Alright, you're still behaving over here. I'll check and make sure. We kind of showed it in that one, but not completely. Alright, come on, you're getting there. I think this is it. I think I only had 2 batches of these to do. Here, take one of them, and I can check this out. Alright, so we need this. And then we need these. And now we're going to have to use the upper ring. Alright, so are you done? You're done. You're done, get out of there. Now I'll drop all that. When it gets done, we should have rose gold. This is 5, so I should be able to do 2 batches just fine. I'm not sure if it's in that one or not, though. Because that was from oil. We didn't do it from oil. We were making sulfuric acid, but I don't see the one that says that we were making sulfuric acid. It was probably the rambling and ranting one that I did it in, I would guess. They pretty much took out the way of doing most of the easier gases, other than just plant to methane. Honestly, if you want early game gas, that's your best way to do it, is just do a vanilla way of harvesting melons or pumpkins and centrifuging that down to methane. That's going to be your best bet because you have no initial loss for the harvesting because it's all vanilla redstone, and then just the centrifuging of it down to methane. That's going to be your best. That's why I do steam for early power. Yeah, I agree. I personally wouldn't play a pack that disabled coke ovens. Disabling coke ovens is just, in my opinion, stupid. That's just wanting to make you grind the very beginning even more than what you already have to grind. And you have to grind a lot in the beginning. And you've got to have some way of powering the pyro loose. So it's it's not a really early thing. You know, how are you supposed to? You're supposed to use a charcoal pit for all the beginning? Because that's painful, dude. That's just painful. I've done it in TFC where I didn't have to have ass tons of charcoal. I've done it in Greg Tech 5. We did it there on Infotech. It is painful having to use that. We did it on Bear's Den too. Once you get into where you actually have electricity, using a friggin' charcoal pit is painful. It's nice for earlier, but once you get into electricity, it is painful. I've been trying to get my stuff processed around here. I ran out of charcoal, which is another reason why I set this up. This is burning a bunch of creosote. Large boilers are not a waste of resources. Like Ilwer said, it is very difficult to try to do and probably a waste if you're trying to do it with a charcoal pit, unless you're going to build a max size charcoal pit, and maybe even a few of them, because they will go through a ton of charcoal. And if you're going to use a charcoal or a large boiler, make charcoal blocks. But that's what I use for all of my steam. It is most definitely a good idea. And the bronze one, if you send it to a large turbine, is perfect amount for a cobalt turbine. It's exactly 16,000 liters a tick, which is exactly what the large bronze can put out. So steam tanks are not a must. Stop it. Stop lying to people. Do not need a damn steam tank. Storing steam. What a chump. Damn straight. Man, making rose gold is slow. Everything that uses gold is slow. Shit is dense as Junior's head. What the fuck color is that? Is that rose gold? Shit. How the hell was there silver in there? Well, fuck me. I now have sterling silver. Ugh. Did not want sterling silver. Now I got it. Damn it. Well, in GT6, you don't need a steam tank at all. There's no reason to make one. Because there's no way of powering most of the steam things like these with the exact amount that you need because there's no restrictor pipes. Technically, there's no reason to need a steam tank even if you did make the restrictor pipes. And you could properly power these because you just don't need it. It's worthless. GT5, I can see the want to use one. I don't see the need to use one. Night, Greg. Figured I would make a multi-block steam turbine and then make a large boiler after I made the pyro 7. Now I was thinking about gas turbines to have consistent power for now. Which, in my opinion, is ass fucking backwards. Steam should be the first thing you do, not the last thing you do. Steam should be your more early option, and then go to gas and things like that. The fact that they disabled coke ovens, in my mind, is just dumb. Use cobalt, man. Cobalt is perfect. 16,000 liters a tick gives out HP. And who the fuck doesn't have enough cobalt laying around? What the fuck am I gonna do with this stuff? I always end up screwing up and getting sterling silver. I can make some red steel with it. Red steel's not terrible. It's not as good durability, but I could do that with it. Its durability is only 896. It's good against Enderman, so maybe I'll just make me a red steel sword for when I want to go Enderman hunting. How could you not have enough cobalt? Yeah, KN is a bit of a mean ass mod pack maker. I've seen Fire in the Pipe and Mad Pack. The first Fire in the Pipe, I tried it, didn't like it because there was no health regen in it. It just, you were going to die. And modpack is interesting, but just too much about kicking your ass. Especially when it comes to, modpack to me is kind of like that Crash of the Titans. It's something I play when I just want to get myself murdered. When I want to fight. When I want to be pissed off. It's not something I would ever play with Greg Tech. Same with Fire in the Pipe. It's just about murdering your ass and being, brutal. And Greg Tech's brutal enough, especially GT5U. Yeah, I use cobalt for tools too, but still, you should have enough cobalt to do a turbine. Yeah, I'm not big on solar in GT5U because of the needing graphene to make it. It's a lot of fucking diamond veins you've got to dig out. We dug out one whole diamond vein, and I think we got 6 or 8 solar panels out of an entire diamond vein. And that's 6 or 8 amp. Or 8 volt. So you're talking 32 volt max or some shit like that. Maybe 64. It wasn't a lot. That's a lot of diamond veins to go through. I prefer nuclear myself. You don't actually need the Naquita doped. You only need the glowstone doped. Yeah, you shouldn't even have LV. You should have ULV as the top. If there's LV ones, that was enabled by Econ, because the highest that are normally available are 8 volt. Alright, after this gets done, why am I still making sterling silver, damn it? Stop it. Apparently I don't need to do the maintenance I was going to do. Apparently all the silver's out of there now. Why is there no copper in here? Oh, apparently there was some. Alright. So, apparently I got that mess dealt with. Shouldn't be making any more of that crap. I do have a little bit of rose gold though. So, I'm not even that worried about it. Stack this shit over here on the floor. Alright, so I'm gonna need some steel. There we go. And once this gets done, I've got 2 more batches in here. And I can make my black steel. Yeah, I agree. I would much rather make 4 ULBs than 1 LB if it's going to take Aqua to do it. Bloody got a little bit expensive on them fucking solar panels. They used to not be anywhere near that bad. Well, remember, you also need the nickel vein for arsenic for solar. Centrifuge iron for nickel? Yeah. I would use yellow limonite before I'd do regular iron for nickel. But a nickel vein is very nice for the cobalt, not for the nickel. And honestly, the nickel is only needed for the platinum, not for the nickel. Sphalerite, you got to go to the nether. Sphalerite is only in the nether. Well, if you're still learning Greg Tech, you are, in my opinion, playing the wrong fucking pack, dude. You are playing one of the most painful packs, other than like New Horizon or Fear the Night. I would most definitely think about going for a easier pack than that one, because that is a painful pack to try to learn Greg Tech on. Yeah, fuck Fear the Night if it's his first pack, man. He's gonna do more dying than he does Greg Tech. Honestly, when learning Greg Tech, I think it's very important to play a pack where most of the recipes haven't been changed, so you can learn the actual Greg Tech. Then instead of all the things people have gone in and changed. Yeah, I agree with that one. New Horizons is very grindy. Plus, he Gregifies every other mod too, which means you can't do anything without doing it the Greg Tech way. And as much as I love Greg Tech, and I do Gregify some things, not everything needs it. I learned GT5 by playing GT5. Back when I started playing GT5, I couldn't play it unless I was on a server. My computer was so bad, I couldn't run the single player world. I had to be on a server. And it had like GT5 and a few other mods, and that was it. Yes, New Horizon is way too much fucking magic for me. I will not play if it's got witchery in it. I hate fucking witchery. To me, witchery is a PvP mod, and I don't like PvP. When you can fucking curse people and shit, and put spells and shit on other people and fuck with them, man, fuck that shit. I don't want nothing to do with that fucking mod. Too many idiots out there. Good morning to you too, Carl. The quest book is a nice way of getting through, but there are achievements in Greg Tech 5 that'll help you get through too. You don't really need the quest book. And honestly, that quest book makes it way too fucking easy. We have barely needed to even find 10. Yeah, no you don't. That shit'll piss me off, man. I can't stand that kind of crap. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of grind. I don't mind things that take time. I don't mind things that take effort. How the fucking... Oh, you're a fucking idiot. I didn't have the electrum done. That's how I'm making it. Son of a bitch. Look before you add it, stupid. Fucking hell. I cannot believe I screwed that up. Why did I think I had all the electrum done? I had 2 stacks of it to do. Is there any more left in there? There is. Let's put another gold in here. See if we can get the rest of this damn sterling silver out of here. Ah, I didn't melt yet. Well, that's one thing I disagree with is why would you have to use water buckets? He should have made a mixer recipe where you can use a mixer to do it. Alright, that should be high enough. Oh, I need the actual silver in there too, don't I? Because there's not enough of it. Let's do that. See if that's enough. Have you been out of modded Minecraft since 2015? Then, yeah, you missed a lot. Things have changed a bunch. You've got 2 Greg Techs and 1 710. What everybody in chat is talking about right now is GT5U, which is an extension of GT5. Greg went from GT5 to GT6, which is what I'm doing. Oh, you motherfucker. And yes, I'm failing a lot, Ilrith, but I'm also paying more attention to you guys than I am to what I'm doing. It's what most people don't realize is when you're trying to do this all by yourself, it's all well and good. You don't make too many mistakes. When you're trying to pay attention to a stream and talk about a whole nother pack and a whole nother mod and thinking about what you're trying to talk about there, this part becomes a bit of an afterthought. Okay, now I have Electrum. There's still shit in there. Alright, turn your ass off. We're just gonna pull this shit out. Be done with it. Another thing with the charcoal pit, make sure you have fortune on your pickaxe, whatever one you're using. Let's see, what's this boil at? 25? Well, okay. There we go. Now we can get the rest of this out of here. Because fortune does actually matter on the brittle charcoal. Alright. Now I should be able to get this done. Damn it. Get that. 1, 2. Damn it. I came in here too quick. There you go. Which that also should be fixed. If Greg is fixing that. I don't know if he said he was going to or not. But if he's going to fix the crucible not being able to take more than one thing at a time, so the extenders will work, then that'll fix that me not getting shit in my inventory. Because that's why it's doing it, because it's all sitting there waiting to go in. Oh yeah, there's still mods out for 1.17 or 1.7.10. GT5 is still putting out updates, and GT6 will be here for at least a year. From what Greg said the other day, there's at least another year worth of development on it, and he won't go to higher versions. You don't need fortune on your axe, but it's a good thing to have. It should be brittle charcoal. I don't think he can change that. When you break it, it should give you charcoal, not a block of charcoal, right? Mods don't get deleted over the years. There's always somebody that's going to have a copy of them. And people don't delete their mod packs. You can still get mod packs from 125 and shit like that from Fear the Night or from Feed the Beast. So it's not that they get deleted, they just stop updating. Hell, I know people that are still making mods for 145. Spiger's working on a 145 mod right now. Versions are never dead. It's just this whole of a community, or I said that wrong. It's the majority of the community may want the bigger, better, newer shit, but there's still people that'll play the older stuff too. I know a couple people that say that they don't play anything above 125. That's all they play. And there's people that still like to play 145 all the time. If it gives you charcoal when you break the block, then it's brittle charcoal. So fortune will most definitely work on it. So you have the lumber axe. That means he actually put fucking tinkers in that fucking pack. Ugh. Cannot stand that. I've known guys that have modded 1.8, beta 1.8. I don't know anybody that's currently playing modded beta 1.8, but yes, I do know people that have done it in the past. Good night, Earth. He's talking about the old beta 1.8, not the new 1.8. He's talking the one that came out before 1.25. Really old shit. Before your time, old youngster. Alright, so this will be the last batch of this I make, and then I'll make black steel. And yeah, I agree with you. 1.8 sucked. The regular 1.8. And did not last very long. Alright, so I need black, bronze, nickel, steel. So the first thing I gotta do is make the black bronze, which is why I made the electrum. So I gotta make this first, which is 2 to 3. Alright, so as soon as this is done, which it is, why am I getting gold? Okay. Don't even give a shit. Alright, so we need 2 to 3 ratio, but I don't need, how much of this am I going to need? I need one of these out of every black steel. And I need 4 black steel. So I only technically need 1 black bronze per blue steel. So let's get about a stack of copper. And I'll be right back. I gotta do the old man thing. So give me a sec. Alright, I'm back. It took a little longer. Had to drop Junior off at the pool. You know, a big old shit. Alright. So, what the hell was I doing? I was making black bronze. That's what I was doing. Let's see, did I miss any comments I need to worry about? Oh, I need to make more stinking matches. So let's make some stinking matches. Really can't wait until I get done with these damn matches, which will be very soon. There we go. There are 32 matches. Alright. So, black bronze, I said 2 to 3, right? No, black bronze first. 3 to 2. Copper to electrum. Alright, so let's do 3. And 3 to 2. We'll do, let's see, do 16. I don't know if I need 16 batches. Wouldn't technically be 16 batches, but let's do 8. 2 sets of 8. That'll work. So we'll do 8 there, 8 there, and then we'll do 8 here. Wait a minute. Why is this one still here? Here. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Should be right. Should be. Let's check and see. Okay, let's see what all you guys had to say. The old beta 181 was great. The new world generator, the natural overhaul mod in combination with IC2, red powder, and buildcraft. Yeah, I've never played that. That was before the hunger thing, where you actually had to eat to generate health rather than slow health generation like we have after you're full. I'm really out of juice. That kind of sucks. Oh shit. And it's not Greg, it's Bear. Thanks, I forgot. Let's see. You're back, got the Discord. Alright, that's cool. Since I've got you on here, which of your packs do you recommend? Depends on what you're wanting to do. I only have one GT5. I guess technically I have two, but the other one isn't mine. It's just a recreation. And that's the Resurrection pack, the Resurrected Resurrection pack. I just did that for people that like the old Resurrection pack. But GT5U is is my take on the way GT5 should be. There's no automation, or no teleportation in it. You have to move everything yourself. So you have to use trains or crates or drawers or something. You can't teleport shit. Eventually you'll get to the point where you can teleport shit, but that's using GT++, and that is quite expensive. Alright, I did something wrong here. There's still copper in there. I don't know what I did wrong. Still another bunch in there, so we'll not overheated. I swear that said 3 to 2, right? Something not go in again? 3 copper to 2 electrum. Which is exactly the way I did this. So why would it have extra copper? 1, 2, 3. Aha! That's why it's got the extra copper. It did screw up. Okay. If you want GT6, I would go for either GT6 Lite, which is one I'm playing here, or GT6 only. The main pack hasn't been updated in a while. I'm not updating it anymore because it was basically my testing pack for compatibility with other mods. And then I chose to do GT6 Lite to kind of show off some of the more interesting things, like having to do drinking from Enviromind, for me to test out the drinking and stuff like that it has, and also the shit. What was I gonna say? Adventure mode. Because in this one we have adventure mode turned on. And I like the fact that you don't have to punch trees. You can get all your resources and stuff for your beginning tools and make them. From picking it up off the ground and shit. You don't need a crafting table. You really gotta throw it on the keyboard, dumbass. What a dumbass. I asked Junior hand me my pop and he throws it on the fucking keyboard. What a jackass. The GT6 only is technically only Greg Tech. There is Twilight Forest in there as well. That's just because Greg doesn't have a way of getting live root without IC2. because you have to have the crop sticks to grow the shit without Twilight Forest. And I have to have my ironwood barrels that don't burn. I would have to say my favorite would be this one right now. Most people are actually playing the GT6 only more, but I would have to say this is my favorite because I like the adventure mode part. I like the hunger overhaul part. Where other people don't like the difficulty that hunger overhaul adds and the drinking mechanic adds and shit like that. I enjoy it.
Dog, can I weed without having to get up all the time?
Yep, I am definitely out of juice.
What is it about me weeding that nobody can let me
What the fuck are you reading that anybody should give a shit about? Shut up.
Nobody will give a shit about what weed, but I give a shit about what weed, and nobody can ever let me read what I read.
Exactly, because nobody gives a shit, so fuck off.
You're a bunch of bitches.
Readings for nerds. Shut up. That's gonna be done in a second. Need to go get more berries. Let's see. I like having a lot to do. Don't want a pack to be stale. Well, this one, GT6 Lite, has a lot to do. We have space in here. We have Galacticraft and Galaxy Space. So you have plenty to do out in space. GT6 only you wouldn't like. It is all about Greg Tech. And there will never be a magic mod in my packs. I don't do magic. I don't like magic. You will never find it in one of my packs. I don't even like having it in the pack as an option. Because I don't want anybody else doing that cheaty shit. I'm going to go ahead and do this way. Just so I can get it done. That's why I kept my juicer here. It's not the best option, but it gives me a way I can get juice when I need it. When we get done with this, I'll go pluck me some bushes again. What the hell? I gotta look at something. Give me a second. This OBS I'm using said that it was better on CPU usage, and I think it's full of shit. Because I just looked down in the corner and it says it's using 50% CPU usage. That's a fucking lot. I don't think I've ever had that much. I think I might be going back to the other OBS. I'll have to give it a try and see what it says, but I don't remember it ever saying it took that much CPU. Yeah, my computer says it's at 100% CPU right now, and the game is only taking 18% of the CPU. So yeah, I think this OBS is full of shit, so we're probably going back to the other one. I have canned food now Diminishing returns is no longer a thing, but no natural health regen. Need potions, haven't found any netherwort. Breed netherwort. You have IC2 crops, you can make netherwort. It's not an easy thing to do, but it is possible. Yeah, I wouldn't even think about putting Ars Magic in one of my packs. Never happened. The fact that you can use your freaking spells to mine and not even need pickaxes, just, that is not tech. That is not the way I play. You want one that'll kill you even worse? Try Project Dark Matter. That is an evil pack. I couldn't even get started on that pack. Alright, so I just about got this done. And I'll have plenty to do. Need to go grab some nickel. Grab 32 of them, but I'm sure I'm not going to need anywhere near that. Probably not even going to have enough steel. Do I have any iron up here? I have 19 up there. What do we got over here? We got 13 over here. It's not enough for 50. How about in here? There we go. I'm making our batch of steel. That way I got plenty to do this. I'm going to have to make some more iron. Trying to get it processed, but roasting shit takes forever. That. There you go. Yeah, who needs to sleep? Put in bear core and you never have to worry about that sleeping shit. What are you doing, weirdo?
Get the puppy.
And you have to make noise while you do it. You can't just pet the damn dog.
No, they go puppy.
Oh my god. Does anybody want a retard? I'll send you one.
You want this one?
He's like 19. Can't pet a dog without saying puppy repeatedly like a doofus.
He's a puppy.
Yeah, I'm sure she knows it.
It must be puppy.
She's a pound puppy, watch. Yeah, you're a pound puppy. You're a pound on the puppy. Our dogs are weird, they like to be slapped. They're kind of kinky like that. Alright, so black bronze is done. Now we gotta get started on the black steel. I probably ought to look this up so I ain't wasting my stuff, but oh well, who gives a shit. They're just matches, who cares. Alright, so 113. So, we're going to try to do this a little smarter this time. We'll do Junior, is that seriously necessary? Stop, you fucktard. Seriously gonna mail this motherfucker out to somebody. He's over here crunching down a 2-liter bottle. Just being an annoying little prick. I'll punch him in his head in about a minute. Alright, we're gonna do 12 of these. It was 113, right? Why don't I? Oh, I already put the steel back there, didn't I? Alright, so now we're gonna do the nickel. Alright, so we got steel, 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 black bronze, and nickel. Alright, so that should work. Light that bitch up. Really? Thought I could get in there quick enough. Apparently not. Alright, I need to turn the automatic shut off up a little bit. Take it up to 24. I don't think any of this will boil at 24. No. Alright. So that'll give me a little bit of leeway. It will be hell if you can't sleep in GT New Horizons. You can't see anything at night. Like your screen is just black. Yeah, I know. I hate that crap. Reading Netherwort would be a lot easier at this point. Huh? Can try it. I'm in your question chat if you want to help me go through methane questions. Typing is a pain while running. Yeah, I bet so. When I get done, I'll hop in there. See what I can do to help you. I'll have to go into GT5 so I can look up things. I should be able to do 2 of these, right? Yeah. 3, 4, 5. I should be able to do technically 3, but we'll do 2. Does he clean? Junior? Not for shit. He's a 19-year-old boy. He is not the cleanest little monster. I don't know why I keep calling him little. Yes, we're talking. I'm trying to give you a way. They're asking if you clean. And I said, no, he doesn't clean for shit. He's a 19-year-old monster. Anyways, do not throw that damn bottle at me to try to get the dog to come jump on me. Go away. Anyways, I have to sleep now too because I have work at 8 o'clock. Alright, have a good one. Take it easy. Have a good sleep. Looks like I need to make a new suit. I thought this wasn't supposed to do this anymore. I thought when it hit 0 it was supposed to die. Maybe it goes to 0 and then dies. But I thought it was the other way around. I definitely need to make a new hazmat suit. Yeah, it's only a 15. We can manage it. I think I have some. Yeah, I got some orange in here. One there for a pair of pants. Look here. Give me the fucking pants. And chest. Now, why did I just do that? Need a new helmet, but that can wait a minute. No good. Need to make another locker, so I need to have 2 sets of these in case I forget to take it off. That way Theosis has one. So let's just make a whole new suit. That glass over here. How are we doing over here? Alright, for the minute. Ah, ain't no glass over there. Ah, there's a piece of glass. There we go. Alright, we should be able to pull this out now. Except I have no room in my inventory because of this damn suit. So this should be my black steel, which it is. Let's go ahead and dump another load in there. Now I'll change out my helmet and my boots. There we go. And I need to make another one of these lockers. So Theosis has one. How do I make a locker? I need a chest, machine casing, plates, rods, and leather. Do we have any leather over here? I don't know if we have any of that over here. I got a germanium chest right there. I don't think we have any leather here, though. Yeah, I'll have to run the other side to get the leather. So I'll get this done for now, and then I'll go do that. Alright. This poured out. Last batch. 7, 9. Let's get this one done. Okay. It's now done. Dump another batch in. How many more do I got? Oh, I got a bunch more to do. Okay. I like black steel because it's got a lower melting point, so I have the other set cooking while I'm pouring the first one. How's my steel coming over here? We only got 36. There was already some in there, so I'm going to have over 50. The nice thing is I'm using up a lot of creosote, so I can make a lot more charcoal. Come on, get done. Get rid of the rest of this electrum. I don't need that on me. Just throw that in here. Go ahead and throw the gold in here. Rose gold I need. I can put this silver and stuff. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and make this into electrum. Give me one more of these gold. Go ahead and make that into electrum. I always need tons of electrum. Oh, I forgot this creates sooner. And you're looking into biogas right now. Okay. Yeah, it should be Plant balls to biochaff. Biochaff in a mixer is better than the other thing. There's two different ways of making biochaff into biomass, and I do believe the mixer is the better way. You get 1,000 instead of 750. And then the biomass in a distiller, in a fermenter to fermented biomass, and then that in a distillery. And supposedly you can actually distill it again, the biomass, into methane. And it's actually better to do it that way than to do it distilling it straight to from fermented biomass to methane. That's what NetMC told me. So you can check that out. Oh yeah, the other is the brewing machine, you're right. Which is a less output at 750. Thank you. Forgot about that. And you'll definitely want to, if you're going to set this up, you're definitely going to want to set up a second distillery, because you are going to, well, you should. It's not necessary, it's not mandatory, but you should set up a way of distilling fermented biomass into ammonia so you can make nitric acid for washing chalcopyrite. You get more copper out of it that way, and you get platinum group sludge, which will give you a way of getting osmium and iridium earlier. I actually made my first quantum tank purely off of chalcopyrite nitric acid setup. Because you need osmium wires to make it for the field generator. And quantum tanks are quite nice. Did he put GT++ in that pack? I still want to give Alcala some shit about his Great Tech multi-block tanks again for being so damn expensive. If they weren't so fucking expensive, I'd get rid of Railcraft tanks. But I like having tanks early. And his way of doing it is quite expensive. Let's go see what NetMC is doing. Hey Net, I'm streaming in case you didn't know. But figured I'd come in here and bug you a bit. See what you're up to.
I am just trying to build a collection system.
What are you collecting?
Willow, saplings, and...
NetMC's turning into a bag lady and he's collecting tin cans for recycling.
Yes, pretty much.
So what are you doing? Making a... how are you going to cut down the tree?
Well, I'll still cut that manually. But then I don't have to worry about the saplings. I just let them auto-collect.
You're going to end up with some of them in your inventory, though, because of the...
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I just don't want to have to walk around and harvest them all afterwards. Take them up back off the ground. So I just want to
She's
be able to cut the tree and go.
setting up a water trough thing.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's the only option.
Yeah.
So I'm getting to see how well my vanilla mechanic stuff is working.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
truthfully, not very.
Should be able to just put a water block on one side, a trough around, and a hopper on the other corner.
Yeah, but the problem is the willow trees can drop stuff up to like 6 blocks away.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot how spread out those things are. Yeah, you're right.
So that's the tricky part. I mean, it's really easy to do like a 9x9 collection system because the water just like kind of works perfectly for that.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's going to be a lot bigger.
Did you ever see the way that Etho and Doc did the water system for the Iron Golem?
No.
That is probably what you're going to have to do. Basically, if you want to look at the stream real quick, I'll show you a small diagram of how they did it. Basically, they had blocks in the corners like this.
Hang on. Okay.
And they had water up on top of these that would flow down. And then I do believe there was water, was it here, here, and here? Something like that. That floated to the center, and it was a big area that it could do. It was not a 9x9 for sure. And then the hole was right in the very center of that.
Yeah.
So you just have to put like a block of dirt to grow the tree on, and then underneath that have an air block, and then a hopper in the very center. But I go look up the villager spawner that Etho.
Iron Golem spawner.
Yeah. And that should help if you can't figure it out yourself.
Yeah. Because there's no automatic tree farm. But it'd be nice not to have to run back and forth collecting drops when I'm done.
Very true. I could be somewhat nice to you guys. Put open computers in there.
No, thank you.
Then you got to write scripts for all the automation.
No, thank you.
But you wouldn't be able to do that early game anyways, because it would take plastic and shit for the circuit boards. I'm not that nice.
I've never actually messed with open computers and have no real desire to mess with them.
Well, they're kind of nice if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I use computers all day long at work. I don't want to turn around and write scripts for them when I get home, too.
Ammonia into nitric acid, and chalcopyrite in a chemical reactor will give you platinum group sludge. And that's a good way of getting osmium, platinum, gold, iridium kind of early. It's not super early, but earlier. If you can't find a vein of it.
I've got my sluice set up.
Unless you're NetMC, finding a iridium vein is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I tend to find them real easy.
If you're NetMC, you can just find it right underneath your fucking base like a dick. Still cannot believe we built our base on a freaking iridium vein.
Well, technically it was about 3 chunks over, but yes.
Alright, so one more batch, and this will be done. Let's go ahead and dump that last batch in. Alright, so this should all be empty. Alright. Should all be empty. So now I can get the actual blue steel set up in here. Alright, so we need 1, 1, 2, and 4. So we're going to do, let's do 16 for now. So 1, what was the other one? Oh, brass. 1. Am I going to have enough for, I'm going to have to take that down to 8. That was 3 and 4, right? 2. 2 and 4. And I can do 11 at the moment. Let's just do that. Put all these bottoms as black steel. Take these down to 11. There we go. And then I need 11 steel in 2 of these, which will be this one and that back one. I'm going to have to climb on top for. So 11 and 11. And I really hate that double drink. That is freaking annoying. Really wish there was a way to fix that. And I can't get in there. Alright, so 11 there. And the other 11 goes here, right? Yep, there we go. So, I can add more here in a minute when I get the rest of this black steel out. I don't know what GT++ is, but the pack doesn't support adding or removing mods. Yeah, that's kind of bullshit. They tell you that, but I guarantee you could probably add GT++ if you chose to. I technically probably wouldn't add it to that pack. GT++ is a add-on for GT5U. Technically, it's an add-on for any GT5 from 777 up. Or 577 and up. It adds some multi-blocks and things that are kind of broke at the moment, in my opinion. But the main thing it adds is tanks, single block tanks. They can't be moved with their contents in them, but they're kind of nice to use in place of like canning machines. They're not any cheaper. Also add some other pipes and stuff like that. Snowball compressed to plant balls. What the fuck? That is not a normal recipe. Coal in fluid extractor is wood tar. Distilled, it makes creosote. Why would it make charcoal maybe for wood tar, but not coal? Coal should not make wood tar. There's no wood in coal. Somebody doofus that recipe. Alright. So there's my first batch. Let's go ahead and set up the rest of this. So I can add 4 to each one. So 4 black steels. And we'll add 4 steel. Actually, I'm going to change that out. We'll just use plates. So 4 steel there. 4 steel there. 4 brass. And 4 rose gold. There we go. So it'll be 15 batches of blue steel. Double check everything. Make sure I got it right. Yep. Okay. Put the steel away. And throw these in here because I don't need them at the moment. Go put these away. Don't need them anymore. Let's see. Have GT and GT craft? What the hell is SG craft? That's some Stargate shit? Stargate craft apparently. Yeah, I'm abusing these snowballs right now. I bet so. That is quite an OP fucking recipe right there. I don't know why in the hell somebody screwed that up. Oh, okay. It is charcoal, not coal. Okay. Well, that makes a little more sense. And see, GT++ actually adds a coal tar. That if he added that to the pack, he could implement the same type of thing, except coal tar doesn't do the creosote thing. It's for some air filter bullshit. It's really annoying. If it looks laggy, it's probably because of, well, actually, I don't know. Let me look here. It has dropped a few frames. So, and yeah, it was in the last few minutes. There was like 3 times that it did it. It's probably this damn OBS. Hold on a second. I'm going to try to do something. If the stream drops off, yell at me and I'll fix it. I'm going to try to open the other OBS and switch. And I may sound different when I come up on the other one. Let's take most of this out of here. Bring this up. Go. Say there. You have to tell me if you guys can't hear me when I bring the other one up. If I can get it to even show that there's a scene. Oh shit. I start pouring. Hold on. Dump another batch in. Here we go. There's our blue steel. I'm wondering if it's because it's kind of weird that it actually ain't showing me a preview on the other one. It might be because of this one. But give me a second. I'm going to try it. Alright. I should be here on the other one now. But you guys probably aren't seeing anything at the moment. There we go. Shut down the other one. Now you can see it. Let me know if I got more quiet. We'll see if this one does any better performance than the other one. Let's get this out of here. So most of this is going to go into pickaxes. Now I am going to make some of these sturdy picks that Cortec adds. So I'm going to need some plates as well. And I might make a couple of hammers. Okay. Yeah, this one's only using 30% CPU compared to where the other one was using 50 to 60. So I'm just going to go back to OBS. Fuck it. Instead of using that Streamlabs OBS. Because I don't use all the widget shit that it has anyways. And I can actually use my my filters and compressors and all that shit with this one that I couldn't figure out how to use on the other one. Now the big question is if NetMC is going to echo. Because that's the main reason why I went to that one, was to try to get rid of the desktop echo thing. Because that shit is really annoying.
Let's see if there's any echo now.
Say something again.
Hello, echo. Hopefully there's no echo.
Yeah, right now it doesn't look like there is. Hopefully it stays that way. So that shit's really, really annoying. Let's put this one back in. No echo. Okay, cool. As of now, it's not echoing. I looked into some things to take care of the echo, and everything I found was kind of the dummy's guide to taking care of echo. It was don't have your stream playing audio in the background and things like that. Nothing technical that would fix my problem. So I finally broke down and made blue steel. So now I have blue steel pickaxes.
Congrats, it's about time.
Yeah. I'm making a lot of it too. Making 15 batches. I had to make my automated smelter thing, or semi-automated smelter thing before I did it though. Do high pressure boilers burn fuel faster? High pressure? Yes. High pressure boilers burn fuel faster. That's the steel ones. NetMC, do you know?
Question, right?
Yeah, do you know?
They are
how
also the most efficient boiler. Period.
the HP is the most efficient?
Yes.
Yeah, I
But
thought
you
they
will
were.
burn fuel constantly. That's the only gotcha.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Railcraft high pressure boiler. It burns it faster, but it can create it more of it and more efficiently than the low pressure. Except I think the low pressure one is. I think the Railcraft version isn't even more efficient. It's just can make more at a time. But in GregTech, it is more efficient. But it also does it faster. So it uses a lot more fuel. And if the pack you're playing has any way of making lava, or if you have a way of, if you build your base over where there's a big, like lava ravine or lava lake, or unlike me, you don't have a problem with pumping the nether, make the lava boilers. They are the best. Damn it. Get in there, brass. I have an array that I usually make. Whether you're doing LV, MV, or HV power out of it only depends on how many of the lava boilers you put on it. And it's fully upgradable. The only thing you have to make it work is shutters. And then all you gotta do is bring up a lava tank, or however you're transporting your lava into it. Have it go into the one main pipe, and that'll feed all the boilers, and then all the boilers output their steam into a turbine and make your power for you. And
walking out from underneath.
NetMC's dog is ripping his mic out again. I think the last time I made my lava boiler array thing was my regular GT5 pack. My old Bear's Den GT5 pack. Not this latest one, but the one before that. Just search for lava boiler array and you should be able to find it.
Oh, and if you're using Railcraft and a tree farm to feed all of this, one coke oven will keep one the coal boiler running.
Except you can't automate the input.
That's true. But I mean, it produces enough fuel to keep it enough charcoal for it.
That's a hard question for me to answer because I don't do the math on that kind of crap. I typically, though, will set up 3 LV steam turbines to an MV battery box and then a transformer as soon as I can for my LV machines. Whether it's better to do it that way than to do just straight LV line, I don't know, because there is a loss per battery, and I swore there was one for transformers, but I've been told there isn't.
Transformers are lossless. Battery, I think, is what? Is that 10% or something?
Yeah, but depending on how far you're going with the line, MV wires are much better than LV. That's why we do our pod design, so we're sending either steam to a turbine and making LV power for like 4 machines, or MV power to LV, and I upgrade that all the way to IV, which is what I'm doing on our Bear's Den GT5. We're still doing the pod design there.
Okay, I figured out how to make my water collection for the whole 6x6 area that's needed.
I'm going to have to come over and do a base tour at your place soon. With all the different automations you're trying to do with vanilla.
Yeah. It's so freaking annoying. Okay, yeah, I think that'll work. Okay.
By the time this pack's done, NetMC is going to have a redstone calculator set up at his base.
I am not going to have that.
He's going to get so into the redstoning, he's going to make him a calculator. With a digital redstone display. Redstone lamp display.
I may make a digital redstone lamp display. But am I going to make it a calculator? No. It likely is going to tell me how much distilled water or something is in the tanks. So it may tell me something along those lines.
You gonna do like a bar graph type of thing, or an actual LED display?
Unknown at this time.
Okay. I was say, because a bar graph way would be easier to do.
Yeah, it's likely that what I'm going to do is just a meter.
Because you could just put, one lamp above each redstone that's coming out of the bucketometer.
So, since the 9x9 does a perfect hole below, what I'm doing is I'm actually stacking 2 water channels. I've got the 9x9 in the center, and then on the outside above that, I have got the water channel for 6 spots away. And I've got it cut out as a diagonal. So anything that drops in that area will drop in.
No, Namo, you can automate the charcoal input and output from the coke oven. You can't automate the charcoal input into the boiler. Depending on what version of GregTech you're using. If you're using GregTech 508, you can automate it. If you're using GregTech 509, past like 24, maybe even lower, You can't. Now, that is unless you have something like a, if you have thermal expansion in the pack. I do believe the, what the hell are they? The fake player things from thermal expansion.
Yeah.
You can probably set those to automate into it because it's considered a fake player, not a hopper.
Yeah.
But hoppers and stuff like that, you cannot automate putting charcoal in. Because Bloody wanted you to go from those single blocks to a multi-block. Because the more of the single block boilers you use, the more laggy your game is going to be. And most people will not try to upgrade, in his opinion. They will just add more boilers rather than upgrade to a better way of making power. And if you have coke ovens, I would most definitely go for 16 Railcraft coke ovens and a bronze boiler. It's an expensive way of doing it, but it works. That's how many I had on my world. And the nice thing is you can put the creosote into the bronze boiler and burn it and the charcoal as well.
Yeah, the liquid will get consumed first.
Yes, the creosote will get burned first as long as there's 1,000 liters of it in there. But the creosote gets burned pretty quick. It doesn't have a very high output, but it's a nice way of getting rid of it. Are all of my plate molds used somewhere? I'm kind of amazed. I thought we had more plate molds. Because I'm not taking this one off. That's my automated one. That one stays there. So I guess I'm making another one.
I posted a screenshot there in general.
Alright, give me a second, I'll check it out. Wait a minute, I got the plate mold in my fucking inventory.
Did someone remind you you had it there?
Never mind.
You can always use another plate mold.
How do I electrolyze clay? Do I need to put water in it? You need to take the clay, turn it into clay blocks, macerate it into clay dust. Now, that is if they haven't changed the recipe in the pack you're playing. The standard electrolyzing is very similar to the way it is in here. So I'll show you what it is in here. It's going to look somewhat similar. It should look just basically like that right there. Except you should get silicon and oxygen rather than silicon dioxide. And you should get aluminum and oxygen instead of the alumina. Are you sure you're using an MV electrolyzer? Because that's not an LV recipe. That's an MV recipe. And as long as you have 7 clay dust and an MV electrolyzer, it should work. What if I use the creosote for diesel gen? Diesel generator cannot burn creosote.
You need the semi-fluid generator to do that.
And there is no semi-fluid generator, that's why you have to use a boiler.
GT5.
The GT5. There is no semi-fluid generator.
No, is that just a 5U thing?
That was a 4.
No, there's a semi-fluid generator.
Not in regular 5. There might be in GT Plus, but there's Fear of the Night does not have one.
It does have one.
Does not have one. I guarantee you there isn't one. There's not one in base GT5.
So your pack may or may not have one. I say there is one, Bear says there isn't, so we'll see.
GT does have a semi-fluid generator.
Yeah, I'm not going to take the 5 minutes it takes to
load up the pack.
Yeah, to load up the pack to verify if Bear's right or if I'm right. But if you have one, that's what you would burn creosote in if you don't use a boiler.
Refer to rule number 1. Bear's always right.
Bear is not always right. Most of the time he does a pretty good job, but he is not always right. I can give you at least that much. But that's it.
If I'm wrong, or if I tell you something that is wrong, it is due to accident, not to lying, though. I will never lie to you and tell you something is not possible that is possible. It would only be an accident of knowledge. And to my best knowledge, unless it was added in the very last update, there is no semi-fluid generators in base GT5. GT5U. The large bronze boiler has always been the semi-fluid generator.
Yes, you can definitely burn creosote in there.
Mm-hmm. Dang it, thought I could get some lithium. Oh well, that is an LV electrolyzer. Oh, what is an LV electrolyzer good for? LV electrolyzer is good for getting oxygen out of magnetite.
Silicon dioxide as well. That's a very easy and cheap way to do it.
Yeah. You can do the water to oxygen and hydrogen in an LV as well.
Yeah, the silicon dioxide, you take sand and turn it to glass. Take glass, turn it and crush it to glass dust. And then, what is it, centrifuge it? I think the silicon dioxide. And then you can electrolyze that for the oxygen.
Yep.
You get 1 for 1 there. You get 1 silicon dioxide for 1 sand. If you do the sand directly to make the silicon dioxide, it's 8 to 1, I think.
I think so.
So by using a few more machines, you make it a lot more efficient. Well, cobble's infinite anyways, and yeah.
Couple of hammering machines and You got all the sand you'll ever need from cobble.
I think, what was it, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, on the Fear of the Night stream, we set that up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're looking for batteries, if that's what you're wanting the lithium from, find a salt vein and get the lepidolite out of it. That's your best way of getting lithium somewhat early.
So you can also do what we did and make a thermal centrifuge. And what was it? What did we burn in that to get the lithium?
Oh, you can do quartz.
Yeah.
That's actually a nether quartz. That's a IC2 recipe that has just gone over.
Efficient.
Yes. Getting it from lepidolite and spodolite is much easier. You can't actually process, you can't electrolyze the spodumene and the lepidolite, but you can do the washing and the centrifuging, and that'll get you a little bit of lithium. You'll only get a tiny pile per, but you shouldn't need too many LV batteries. You can also do sphalerite to get cadmium for cadmium batteries.
There's also the sodium batteries too.
Yeah. I hate sodium batteries. I can't stand using them things. I do cadmium before I do sodium.
Yeah. You can also do the redstone batteries, the RE batteries, but GT5U, they are a royal pain to make.
Yes, because you have to have fluid extractor to get the molten redstone, and then canning machine.
Or fluid canning machine to put it together. Yeah, go with the lithium, sodium, or cadmium instead.
Most definitely.
A lot better. I mean, and you can always dig up clay as well.
Well, his problem is that's an MV recipe.
Oh, never mind.
That's what he was trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, nether quartz is a good way to get it.
Yeah, and if you're lucky, you can find a tungsten vein that has lithium ore in it. But you got to be really lucky to find one of those.
I think I found one of those, haven't I?
We don't have one on Fear of the Night that I know of.
Oh.
I had a creeper help me find mine on Bear's Den GT5. Creeper fell on my head. I went to go light up where the creeper was, and there was tungstate and she light up there. It's like, hey, you're a nice guy.
So, did you look at the picture?
Oh, no, I'm watching my stuff cook. Oh, yeah. Now, you going to take out some of that bridge? Because you're going to have stuff fall on that bridge.
Yeah, but most of the time it's going to fall right when I'm planting the tree, so I can just collect that when I pick it up.
Oh, you made battery boxes? Yuck. I hate battery boxes.
And what, GT5? 6?
The IC2 battery boxes.
Ooh, yeah.
I hate them things. But that's because I don't use IC2 machines. Alright, I've got 24 picks. I probably should start making plates. I actually, in my old Bear's Den GT5, the single player one, found a tungsten vein with an iridium vein one chunk over and down like 10 blocks. I literally fell into an iridium vein while mining my lithium vein, my tungsten vein. But that was when I was into EV that I actually found it. It took me quite a while to find it. That was probably the luckiest I ever felt when I fell into an iridium vein. I am going to have to eat something and get more juice. I've spent 3 hours making fucking blue steel. Well, almost 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I have a cow over here that is on the bridge. I keep trying to scoot it away from the water feature, and it wants to keep on putting itself right on the ledge, and now it's out in the middle of the bridge.
Stupid cows don't listen for shit.
No.
How many more do I have? 5. I'm probably going to have to make some more iron today. I think I got to go get some more limonite to do it, though. Go see if I can find some black sand.
Yeah, I am all out of iron and steel at the moment, again.
Steel isn't really a problem for me because I got my automated steel maker, but it's just getting the iron made.
Yeah, well, no, I have to go get it. Oh, did you get it working?
The automated steel, always. It's the iron one I don't. I can never get the automated steel to work, or the automated iron to work. I'm going to wait on Theosis for that damn thing. Unless you want to brave trying it again.
I'm gonna try it on my world. And if I get it working, I'll come and do it over there.
Okay.
Because at least at the end of the day, I'll have some benefit out of it if I make it. If I come and do it over there, then I'll be just sitting there trying to figure it all out again.
Yeah, but see, if you do it here, you're not wasting your resources to try something that's not going to work over there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, by the way, Elworth and I have fixed the Twilight.
You fixed the Twilight?
Well, sort of, yeah.
How'd you fix it?
We lit up the area around the portal and made a tunnel to the outside.
Hmm.
So at least when you go in, you're not going to get killed by mobs.
That's one way of doing it. How many times you die trying?
We didn't.
Lucky asses.
Those slime spitters, though, are... Oh, man, those hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So they did almost kill me.
Be lucky you didn't get any of them little red cap guys. Because if
Oh.
I'm right, and that's a medium hollow hill, there's a like boss one that plants TNT at your feet and blows you up.
Oh.
He's not the nicest guy. You can tell it's him. He's called the Red Cap Sapper.
Yeah, I've run into him a few times. Not on this map, but...
Yeah, you can tell it's him because he's got ironwood boots on instead of regular iron boots. He's really kind of a dickhead.
Yeah, most of those sappers are. Most of those little goblins are. So I have firefly jars now too.
Hmm. Those are nice for lighting.
Yeah.
I think this is the luckiest I've ever gotten with this damn grindstone. I've actually gotten every bit of my blue steel back. The tiny pile of dust you're supposed to get. I think I got every bit of it. Yeah, 24. That's every piece. So now I can make an extra 2 blue steel plates if I need it. We're having a heat wave up here, man. It's actually supposed to get to 32
Man,
tonight.
you're not gonna know what to do.
Won't have to look like a retard wearing socks with sandals. Actually take my socks off. I still haven't put on shoes yet. Even at -5, -10, -13 we've had. We haven't had enough snow yet that I need shoes. Just put on some socks with my sandals.
How long of a water channel can you normally do before worrying about stuff despawning?
You can go pretty far. I had an entire water channel bringing stuff down from my mountain to my base on the old Bear's Den GT6, and nothing despawned. And I think I had one,
That was
two.
like going like 200 blocks or something.
Oh, it was pretty far. I'm trying to count 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. There was at least 10 water channels. That's 80 blocks. It was pretty far. And all you have to do is, what I did was just kind of watch something go down, make sure that it doesn't despawn. Use like cobblestone, throw a piece of cobble in. And if you ever see a piece despawn, put a hopper in. Hopper will shoot it right back out into the next water channel. And it'll reset the 5-minute timer.
Doesn't it need a hopper and dropper together?
Want a hopper drop into the world?
Not that I'm aware of.
Greg techs do.
Greg
I don't know if ICT ones do it, or vanilla ones do or not. I'd have to check.
Do not.
Yeah, then you'd have to have a dropper. But you can use a comparator on the dropper, so you don't have to worry about having a clock. Just have the comparator read the dropper. Once the dropper has something in it, the comparator will send out a redstone signal, send that back into the dropper, and it'll make it drop its contents. Then you don't have to worry about the lag of having an infinite clock going. Just the way we made the chicken cooker. Same concept. Yeah, I don't do that dig down shit. By the way, I hate that crap. I do tunnels. Much easier. Okay, so 24 picks, 24 plates in the
You
next
need
one.
24 blue steel picks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't have to worry about that for a while.
No. Okay, now I need the damn mold I made earlier because I need to make a hammer mold. We actually never made one here. Well, we did on the other side. We didn't bring it over. You don't get my tunnel way. Okay. Well, I will show you in a minute. I actually have a couple different ways that I do it. Let me get this blue steel done, and we'll go down in the tunnels, and I'll show you. Now remember, my tunnel thing is mainly because of the fact that I don't do teleportation. Everything has to be brought back manually. So I have to have places to put rail tracks and things like that. If you're doing teleportation, then your dig down thing is probably going to be better. My way just gives you a nice flat even place to put rails when you're done. And I also don't use cobblestone generators, so I have all the cobblestone I would ever need from the tunneling I do. And I typically don't have to worry about mobs either.
Except for the one thing you don't do is put your torches on one side of the wall.
Right. I randomly put my torches wherever the fuck I feel like.
Which means when he gets down in the cave system and he's trying to find his way back, he gets lost.
Yes. Quite often.
I always put my torches on the right hand wall or on a floor block. So that way when it's time to come back and I'm deep down in a tunnel system somewhere, I can just follow my torches back, put them on the left, and find my way out, no matter how many branches there are.
If you don't do teleportation of yourself or items, then you might definitely want to think about doing it my way and look into setting up some minecart tracks. It is definitely something that is not needed, but even if you use like storage drawers and duct tape to bring stuff back, or i.e. Crates, it is definitely a nice addition. Alright, that out of there, put that in there. I'll make a couple hammers. Blue steel hammerhead. And I'll have about 2.5 loads of blue steel to make hammerheads out of. Because what I usually do, I did this on the Bear's Den GT5, and I'll eventually do it here as well. I just haven't gotten to where I can process iron in a electrolyzer yet. I'm almost to that point. When I get to that point that I can electrolyze magnetite, limonite, hematite to get the iron out of it, then I'll start making rails. And I'll start setting up my rail system. Right now, I just carry everything back in IE crates.
Yeah, he doesn't use teleportation, but he abuses the heck out of IE.
Oh, fuck yeah. I carry usually anywhere from 5 to 12 crates on me at all times. You know I'm going to have to do rails much earlier over there on GT6 only because there is no crates.
Yes.
Alright, so 2 more batches and we'll go check out my mining thing. Alright, so I think it's beams to make the long wooden rods. Can't remember. These are kind of weird to make. And I don't think it shows in here how to do it. You can lay the beam into long wooden rods. Damn, you get 5 of them out of 1? Holy shit.
Oh.
Okay, we're turning on the lathe. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That'll give me enough right there. I need to get a debarker made. Badly. Alright, that in there. And I should have some charcoal in here. Something. Yeah, I got charcoal in there.
Alright. Now that I figured out this system, I think it works pretty well.
Alright, should be able to get 1 more hammer out of this. Let's throw this in here for right now. Let's get it out of my face. And this is my last batch. Where's that ingot mold? There it is. I'll make this last plate, and then I'll turn the rest into ingots.
How many willow trees do you think I should set up?
I would say 6 or 8.
Yeah, I was afraid that was going to be the answer.
Unless you're going to bone meal them.
Nope.
Yeah, then you're going to need 6 or 8.
That's a lot of digging.
Most definitely.
Well, yeah, I'll probably do 6. At least I can bring all the stuff together with a few item pipes.
Hey, we're out of creosote. Fucking awesome. I don't even care that that last one didn't get done. I'll finish that last one later. I'm just happy to be out of fucking creosote. Now I can go make a bunch of charcoal. Alright, that one got started. Turn the boiler off. There's my long rods. Go ahead and put back the silver and gold I was going to do. Drop off some crap I don't need. We'll go check out the tunnels. Alright, so I have 2 ways of doing my tunnels. This is just my train system that gets me from spawn village to home. this is the way I typically do my tunnels. I do 2x3s, and I do them on a desired level. This time I'm doing it at 20, and right now I'm looking for something that I should need like 25 for. So up a little ways, I go to 25. Just because I'm having a hard time finding this one vein. But I typically do one at 11, 20, and 40. That's the 3 levels I usually do it at. And I just tunnel for a long period of time, check out any caves that I find, and I find a lot of veins this way. Like I just walked past a rutile vein right there. This is a redstone vein here. There's another rutile vein connected to it. You can see up ahead I have a Chaco vein marked. I have a limonite vein, a sapphire redstone rutile, and something else over there. Those are all from tunneling. Now, there's probably a lot of veins that I'm missing because they're either up above or down below this tunnel. And I'll show you the way that I've started to do dealing with that. This is my kind of backup tunnel over here because I'm looking for one specific vein. I will do this one better eventually. But for right now, this is, it does what I need. If we go down here, and I also usually have a bedrock area that I check too, but that's just for small diamonds and small graphite. That's an early thing. This is the tunnel that I standardly have started doing. This is on 25, 3x3 or 2x3 as usual. But what I'm doing is every 48 blocks, I dig a staircase up and a staircase down. And I actually didn't do it for this very first part. But here in a minute, this is where I decided to do a side tunnel that goes 2 different directions. And here's a galena vein that I found. This one I was actually 1 block off of. And I found it when I did this going up. Actually, no, I found this when I was prospecting. Because you can actually take your hammer and just smack the walls. Here's one right here that I did, where I just make a staircase up, make a staircase down. Don't go any further than like 8 blocks, and then bring it back. That way you're not going outside of the 48 block. And if I turn on all of my waypoints, you'll see that there is one heck of a line of stuff that I found down through there. This is my line right here that I'm working. And I've got, let's zoom in here a little bit. I've got molybdenum, galena, limonite, a second limonite there, emerald, cassiterite, and tin. That's probably the same vein. There's a coal vein there. There's limonite. There's almandine there. Bauxite. All at different levels because of the way I did that. And then these are side tunnels that I did here. This is that one side tunnel where I found almandine and redstone kesterite that way. And then this one over here I found salt and olivine and another galena that way. And then this is the other way that I was doing, and that's everything that I found off of that tunnel. So there are lots of areas that I've missed. You know, there's this area right here in between these two that I should do, because there's definitely probably at least one, possibly two veins in this little area right here.
And it likely is the one you're searching for.
Knowing my fucking luck. Yes. And yes, I go by a specific level. Typically, 20 is where most veins are. Most veins can be found on level 20. So that's why I focus on level 20. And then I do all the rest off of that level 20, because the ones that are up on like 50, 60, you really don't need later on, other than like the salt vein. And because of the way Greg Tech veins spawn, you can usually kind of tell if you do 20 and you only go down and up, like 11 and 40. If you do those three and then you check your map, you can pretty well tell, well, there must be a higher up vein in this area, that vein, that area, whatever. So you can go check those areas. But like I said, because of the way I do this, I have these nice 2 wide, 3 high tunnels that I can put railroad tracks in, and then I can actually, what I typically would do is set up this same type of thing right here, except I use a cart and a loader and unloader, and I send my resources back to my base through the chest carts. And usually I can mine out a pretty good amount of what a chest cart can handle in the time it takes a chest cart to get back to the base, unloaded, and back to me. So I can always, refill it when it gets back. GT5, yes. Y20 is where I typically stay in GT5 as well. Most of your veins can be found at that level that you need. That's where you can find copper, iron, nickel, your sapphire, almandine. All of those can be found off of a Y20 tunnel. And then if you do, a little bit of digging up and a little bit of digging up and down every 48 blocks, then you can try to find iridium, tungsten, diamond, things like that off of that same tunnel. Let's get some charcoal made. Actually, I need to take a second. Get my mace because I can hear that damn zombie. Hi, buddy. You got an axe. I got a mace.
My money's on the zombie.
He didn't even touch me. And I am full up on saplings again. Why is that not going down here? I never set that to drop. Probably not. So now we can get some more wood in here. In case you guys if you watching, I moved my staircase so now it doesn't come out here in the middle of the yard, getting it prepped for my hidden staircase thing. I've got that all closed back off. I just got to put some dirt in there yet. Let's go see if there's any dirt in the house. See if Junior left me any. A whole 7 pieces. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, there's a whole stack right there. Okay. Hi, buddy. How are you? Would you like to fuck off? Trying to get some shit done here. Oh, damn it, there's a skeleton. Stop it. You're gonna end up killing me. You're gonna hit me with an arrow and I'm gonna get pissed.
Silver arrow?
Yeah.
They like doing that too.
Well, luckily they have a 1 in 16 chance of actually shooting a GT arrow. And then they have like a 1 in however many different arrows they can shoot chance of actually having the silver one. So usually I'm pretty lucky.
You need to make some of those cure-all pills and keep them with you.
Actually bring a jug of milk with me.
Oh, does that get rid of the radiation thing or whatever?
It doesn't give me radiation, so it gives me wither and poison, and it will get rid of both of them.
Oh.
Crap. I don't have a key with me, damn it. I hate it when I forget to bring a key. I'll make a key. I have a key to my back door. Piece of cobblestone. I have great security here. Only costs you a piece of cobble to get in. Hey, congratulations. Alright, so there we go. Give me my key back. And down we go. To the factory. Sadly, in GT New Horizons, some of the ores are disabled in the overworld as sapphire and tungsten. Such as sapphire and tungsten. Well, that sucks. I would hate not having a sapphire vein in the overworld. Where did he move sapphires to? Or where did he move tungsten to? Tungsten, I would guess he moved to the end. Oh. And after you answer that question, I'm going to end the stream. We've been here for almost 3.5 hours. My voice is starting to give out. And I'm going to go mining. And that's kind of boring to watch. I'm going to take my new sturdy blue steel pick and go tunnel. Which means I probably should drop off some excess bullshit. Probably the Twilight Forest. That's actually possible in GT5. I do believe it's possible here in GT6, but I didn't know it was possible in GT5 unless he did some separate mod to do it with. Because the Twilight typically uses overworld spawning. Now I know Greg changed it in GT5 to set it specifically, which I really ought to go in there and change ours. So things like Tin and Galena can't spawn in there because it's not high enough. So it won't try. or it'd be nice to set it so it won't track.
You just end up with a chunk with no ores in it that time, right?
Right. Okay. So that's the shit I don't need. So I'm going to go mining and see if I can find this stupid ass damn vein. By the way, I'm working on getting my pipe done. I just got to get it over to there. Probably do that in the stream next time. So, have a good one, everybody. Yes, I will be in voice chat and GT help as soon as this gets off, so anybody that wants to continue asking questions or talking to me can jump over there. If you don't have the link, I'll give you one. There you go. And I am out of here. Have a good one, everybody.